You wake up, open your eyes, and stare at the ceiling fan. It is your birthday, and you feel absolutely zero excitement. This absence of emotion indicates an active, highly strategic psychological defense mechanism. Outside that quiet bedroom, the cultural script demands noise. We are expected to post countdowns, post parties, and perform as the enthusiastic center of attention for 24 hours. When you skip the party and treat the day like a regular Tuesday, people notice. Peers push back, and the person who simply wants a quiet day quickly gets labeled as difficult or strange. Curious, this behavior contradicts a basic biological imperative, our inherent drive to crave community and validation. If we are wired to want eyes on us, unconditional attention should be a reward, not a source of severe discomfort. Refusing to celebrate functions as an active shield. To understand what it's protecting, we have to unpack a hidden psychological landscape of survival. Traditional birthday celebrations force you into a passive role. Other people choose the venue, they buy the gifts, and they dictate exactly when everybody stares at you to sing. You are forced into a performance of gratitude and joy. For someone with a strong internal locus of control, this loss of agency feels like psychological captivity. Treating the day like a normal Tuesday is a deliberate act of reclaiming that autonomy. There is also a predictive engine at work. The human brain functions as a prediction machine, constantly forecasting outcomes based on past data. Childhood experiences of forgotten birthdays or unfulfilled promises create severe prediction errors in the brain. The gap between what was imagined and what actually happened registers as pain. To adapt, the individual strategically lowers their expectations to zero. They ensure they can never be let down by others again. For these individuals, treating a birthday like a normal day provides the ultimate emotional insurance policy against losing control or suffering a psychological disappointment. A counterintuitive paradox exists here. Some people ignore their birthday because they care entirely too much. They experience idealization paralysis. They hold a vision of their birthday so flawless and perfect that real life could never match it. Rather than letting reality ruin this perfect mental construct, they shut the whole operation down and choose to do absolutely nothing. Psychologist Brené Brown calls this foreboding joy. It is the inability to embrace positive experiences because you are preemptively protecting yourself from a potential failure. Deeper still lies terror management theory. Birthdays serve as literal mortality counters. Milestone celebrations force an uncomfortable awareness of time passing and life progress. The brain subconsciously avoids acknowledging the date as a soothing mechanism to numb existential dread. Ignoring the celebration is a psychological strategy to manage the terror of mortality and the weight of impossibly high standards. We often view this avoidance as a mess of trauma and anxiety, but there is a distinct possibility that these individuals are actually the most psychologically healthy people in the room. They exhibit low social dependency. Their brains actively avoid artificial emotional spikes, which prevents the inevitable crash that follows a forced high. Authentic self-esteem relies entirely on internal validation. This means their identity and worth remain stable regardless of public recognition. This contrast is visible in how we process value. Chart A tracks external validation, spiking for one day, then immediately crashing. Chart B shows stable internal validation. People with secure attachment styles already know their value, not needing a designated calendar day to feel important. Often, the intense need for a spectacular birthday party is a compensation mechanism for feeling undervalued the rest of the year. When someone says their birthday is just a normal day, we should respect their boundaries instead of forcing a celebration upon them. Treating a birthday like any other day represents a quiet, beautiful exercise of complete emotional independence.